Hello children, I hope you are going with your studies. Today we are going to see our maths class. Today we are going to start our sum number 12 from exercise 1.1. So before going to our class, let's have a small recap of what we have done in our previous class. In the previous class we have seen two main topics. One was adjoint and the second one was inverse. For adjoint, two steps to be followed. The first one was to find the cofactors and the second one was to find the transpose of cofactors. Let me remind you the signs that we took for two different types of matrix. The one was for 2 by 2 and one was for 3 by 3. What was the sign for 2 by 2 matrix? Tell me the signs. Yes, it was plus, minus, minus, plus. And what was the sign for 3 by 3 matrix? Plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. So we have to be very careful for the sign. So once the sign is clear and when the numbers, if you write correctly, everything goes in a proper way. So next thing is we have to find the transpose of cofactors. The first step was to find the cofactors and the second thing is you have to take the transpose of it. Now what was transpose? Transpose is nothing but just interchanging the rows and the columns. The second one we dealt was with inverse. And what was the formula that we used for inverse? It was 1 upon determinant A adjoint A. So you have done all the sums based on adjoint and inverse. You have completed your homework sums. You have submitted your homeworks. Some have presented it very neatly. It was very good to see the presentation. And some needs improvement. So try to present your answers very neatly so that when you take the sum the next time, it will be clear that how to go for the sum. So present your work very neatly. So now we are going to start with 12th sum. Take your classwork, write down today's date, write the question, find the matrix A for which A 5, 3, minus 1, minus 2 is equal to 14, 7, 7, 7. Write neatly. Mention today's date. Write the question. Be careful with the numbers. Be careful with the signs. Copy it neatly. You have to take the question and the answer. Find the matrix A for which A 5, 3, minus 1, minus 2 is equal to 14, 7, 7, 7. Okay, children. Let's see how to go for the sum. Now see the first line, that is the question part. We have two matrices on the LHS part. That is, find the matrix A. So now A is again a matrix. So we have two matrices over here. That is, one matrix is A and one matrix is 5, 3, minus 1, minus 2. And we have one more matrix on the RHS part. Now what is important over here is the placement of the matrix. See the position of the matrix. Now A matrix is on the first position. The second is on the second position. Here we have only one. Okay, so I just mentioned over here as one. So now when you are shifting or when you are transferring one matrix that is from LHS to RHS, we have to be very careful with the position. So now let's see how to proceed our sum. So now the next step is as follows. So therefore, A is equal to, see here carefully children, this is 1. This is A matrix is in position 1. So just keeping A as it is over here. Now this is in position 2. So when this position 2 is transferred to the RHS part, it again goes to position 2. From position 2, it will go to position 2. So now what is in first position here? 14, 7, 7, 7. And what is in second position? It's 5, 3, minus 1, minus 2. So it becomes 5, 3 minus 1 minus 2, and one small change, we have to add your inverse. See, actually we have a simple rule, yes. When addition goes from LHS to R, suppose we have LHS here and RHS here. So when addition goes to RHS, it becomes minus. When minus become plus, multiplication become division, division become multiplication. Similarly, so when you are transferring the matrix from LHS to RHS, what happens to the matrix? It becomes the inverse. So we have to follow all these rules. Now let's see how to proceed the sum. So I hope the first step is very, very clear to you. Again, let me insist on the step. Be careful with the position. The positions are very, very important. Now A, I have just kept here. That was on the first position, so I have not touched the first part. Just I am going to shift the second part of that is second matrix to that side. So this will be placed in the second position. So this is the first position, second position. And do not fail or do not forget to write the inverse over here. So we have got our first step. Continue the step. Therefore, A is equal to. So we are going to find the inverse part first. So now we are going to use a shortcut method or the formula method to find the inverse. So what is the formula or how to find inverse? I'll just write the formula over here. A inverse is 1 upon AD minus BC. Be careful. 1 upon AD minus BC. I'll just write a matrix over here, okay, children? So A is, suppose if A is A, B, C, D. So A inverse become, that is for this A inverse, okay? So we are getting A inverse from A matrix. So if the matrix is A, that is A, B, C, D, the inverse become AD minus BC. 1 upon AD minus BC. Now the next step is interchange the first and the fourth element. So this becomes DA. Just interchanging the first and the fourth element. So I get, there is A and D gets exchanged. Now the second and the third one, we have to just change the sign. So this becomes minus B minus C. So what's the formula for A inverse? It's 1 upon AD minus BC. Then A and D gets interchanged. It becomes DA, that is D in the first and A in the fourth. And the second and the third element, the sign is being changed. The positive elements get changed into negative element. Actually, we use this formula for 2 by 2 matrix, okay? So wherever you have 2 by 2 matrix, you can use this formulas directly. So now let's go for the sum. So now see the first matrix, it's 14, 7, 7, 7. Can you take something common from here? Yes. 7 can be taken common from the first matrix. So I'm just going to take 7 common from here. So now what's left here? 2, 1, 1, 1. So that our sum gets simplified. It becomes easy, you know. So now let's go for the inverse part. It's 1 upon AD minus BC. So 1 upon AD. What is AD? 5 into minus 2. What is 5 into minus 2? Minus 10. Be careful with the sign, children. That's very, very important. 5 into minus 2 is equal to minus 10. Okay. Minus. The main sign is minus. B into C. 3 into minus 1. What is 3 into minus 1? Minus 3. So minus 3. Okay. Just we'll have one more step. The first sum is for your understanding. So I'm just going step by step. Okay, now let's see what are the changes we have to do in the matrix part. So the fifth, that is the fourth and the first one is interchanged. The D and the A part is interchanged. So interchange it. So minus 2 and 5. This is just interchanging. We are not going to change the sign. Only interchanging the elements. Okay, now coming to the B and the C part, change the sign. So this is positive 3. This is plus 3. So it becomes minus 3. Here it's minus 1, so it changes to plus 1. So what we get? Minus 2, minus 3, 1, 5. So let's go for the next step. So this is 7 as it is. Just keep this as it is. 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay. 1 upon minus 10 minus of minus 3. Minus of minus 3. Minus of minus 3 becomes plus 3. Yes. So what do you get here? Minus 10 plus 3. So what's the answer? Minus 7. Minus plus minus. Sign of the bigger number minus. So our answer is minus 7. So 1 upon minus 7. Keep this as it is. 2 minus 3, 1, 5. Actually, do not place the negative sign in the denominator. So try to take the negative sign in the numerator part itself. So let's combine the answers here. So this is equal to, see how I'm combining. I'm just taking the numbers together. I'm keeping the matrix together and I'm taking the numbers together. So this becomes minus 7 upon 7. Are you getting this step, children? The minus I have just taken to the numerator part. So minus 7 upon 7. Now write the matrix together. So this is 2, 1, 1, 1. Minus 2, minus 3, 1, 5. Okay, now let's go for the matrix multiplication. You know how to go for the matrix multiplication. So here minus 1 is left. So I just give you some time. Complete the matrix multiplication and give me the answer. Okay, let's get the answer. So this is minus 4. It's like this, 2 into minus 2 minus 4. 1 into 1 plus 1. So the first part is minus 4 plus 1. Let's go for the second part. That is first row, second column. So 2 into minus 3 minus 6. 1 into 5 plus 5. Now second row, first column. 1 into minus 2, minus 2. 1 into 1, plus 1. 1 into minus 3, minus 3. 1 into 5. That's plus 5. So you get minus 4 plus 1, minus 6 plus 5, minus 2 plus 1, minus 3 plus 5. Let's simplify it further. So we get minus 3, minus 6 plus 5, that's again minus 1. Minus plus minus, so 6 minus 5 gives you 1. Sign of the bigger number, that is minus. So you get the answer as minus 1. Okay, what give me the answer for minus 2 plus 1? Yes, it's minus 1. Minus plus minus, 2 minus 1 is 1. Sign of the bigger number is minus. So you have the answer minus 1. Minus 3 plus 5. Minus plus minus. 5 minus 3 gives you 2. Sign of the bigger number is plus. So the answer is plus 2. So we have got minus 3, minus 1, minus 1, 2. So now let's take this minus 1 inside. That is just we are going to multiply by minus 1 and we are going to get the final answer. So answer becomes minus 1 into minus 3. So 2 minuses, minus minus becomes plus. So this becomes 3. Minus 1 into minus 1, 1. Minus 1 into minus 1, 1. Minus 1 into 2. That is minus 2. So the question was find the matrix A. So you say therefore required matrix A is equal to 3, 1, 1, minus 2. Hope so that you have understood the sum. 12th sum was clear to you. Now let's go for the next question. Take down the next question. Given A is equal to 1 minus 1, 2, 0. B is equal to 3 minus 2, 1, 1. And C is equal to 1, 1, 2, 2. Find a matrix X such that AXB is equal to C. So this is just related to your sum number 12. But in sum number 12, we were having only 2 matrix on the LHS part here, yes? But in the 13th sum, we have 3 matrices. That is, one is A, one is X, one is B. Now let's continue with our 13th sum. So take down your questions properly. So what is given to us? A is equal to 1 minus 1, 2, 0. 1 minus 1, 2, 0. And we know the value for B also. Yes, children, we know value for B and C matrix also. So take down the value for B. B is 3 minus 2, 1, 1. And what is C? 1, 1, 2, 2. So this is what is given to us. That is, we know the matrix A, we know the matrix B, we know the matrix C. So A is 1 minus 1, 2, 0. B is 3 minus 2, 1, 1. And C is 1, 1, 2, 2. And now they have given you one condition. That is, AXB is equal to C. So this is a condition given to us. And now what we are going to do? We are going to find the value of X that is unknown. So first of all, let us present all the matrix that is known to us in the given format. So let's present it. So this is 1, minus 1, 2, 0. The next one is X. I don't know the value for X, so just keep X as it is. Next is B. What is B? 3, minus 2, 1, 1. Okay. This is equal to, see, this is not multiplication sign. Be careful, children. This is your capital X. So just mention it little bigger. Do not get confused. This is not a multiplication sign. This is X. Okay. So this is equal to C. What is C? 1, 1, 2, 2. So already I have told you that when we were dealing with our 12th sum, I told you the position is very, very important. So we have to be very careful with the placement of matrix. So let's see how to proceed with the next step. So in the LHS part, we have 3 matrices. Children, what are they? One is 1 minus 1, 2, 0. One is X, that is what we have to find out. And the one more is 3 minus 2, 1, 1. And one more is, that is on the RHS part, we have one matrix that is 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, now let's see how to proceed our sum and how to place the matrix on the RHS part. Now what is unknown over here? The X matrix is unknown. So keep X matrix on the LHS part itself. So I'll just have here X. Now we are going to place this matrix on the RHS part. So let's write the position of the matrix. So this is 1. This is the second one. And this is the third one. So now let's see how to fix over here. That is on the RHS part. Now, when I am moving the first matrix to the RHS, it will be placed on the first part. Positions are very, very important. So be careful with the placement of the position. So now, the first part goes to the first position. That is, when I take this, it comes here. So this is equal to 1 minus 1, 2, 0. Now this is X. Okay, so second position, I'll be just writing this as it is. That's 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, now be careful. Now we have one more matrix that's to be placed on the RHS part. Yes, that's 3 minus 2, 1, 1. So where is going to go? To the third position. See, the first one goes to the first one. Second one, in place of second, we are just writing what was present on the RHS part. Now this was placed. The third matrix is in the, that is 3 minus 2, 1, 1 was in the third position. So it goes to the third part. So this is 3 minus 2, 1, 1. Okay. So now I hope the placement is clear to you. So be very, very careful with the placement. That's very important. Once you place the matrix, automatically everything goes in a proper way. So now one more thing we have to insert. What are they? That is from LHS, it's going to RHS. So here the inverse signs we have to place. So we have to place the inverse sign. So already you know what are the formula for finding A inverse for 2 by 2 matrix. What was it? A inverse is 1 upon AD minus BC. A and D gets interchanged. B and C, the sign gets changed. So the formula is 1 upon AD minus BC, D minus B minus C, A. Let's find the inverse for both the matrix and let's see what is the answer that we get for it. So it's 1 upon AD minus BC, children. So we'll write the answer part over here. So it's 1 upon AD. AD. What is AD? 1 into 0. What is 1 into 0? 0. Minus B into C. It's 2 into minus 1. So 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. Interchange A and D. I get here 0, 1. Change the sign of the second and the third element. So this becomes 1. It gives you minus 2. Third element becomes minus 2. So we have got here 1 upon 0 minus 2. 0, 1, minus 2, 1. So this matrix will be kept as it is because we are not going to find any inverse for it. So keep this as 1, 1, 2, 2. Let's follow the same formula for the third matrix. That's 3, minus 2, 1, 1. So let's write down the first part here. 1 upon AD minus BC. AD. What is AD? 3 into 1. That's 3 minus BC. That's 1 into minus 2 gives you minus 2. Interchange A and D. So 3 and 1 will be interchanged. That is 1, 3. Now for B and C you have to change the sign. So be careful. So minus 2 turns to 2 and 1 turns to minus 1. So remember the first and the fourth element to be interchanged and the second and the third to be, that is the sign should be reversed. The sign will be changed. So we have mostly applied our formulas and everything. So now just we have to simplify it further. Let's see the simplification part. So I'm just continuing over here, children. So this become 1 upon minus minus 2. Yes, 0 minus minus 2. Minus minus becomes plus. Yes. So I get here 1 upon 2. This is as it is. So 0, 1, minus 2, 1. This I'll be just keeping it as it is. It's 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, here let's come to the this one simplification part here. It's 3 minus of minus 2. Yes, children. So what we get here, minus minus turns to be positive. So I get 3 plus 2. So this is 1 upon 5. Now this part will be as it is. So 1, 2, minus 1, 3. Okay. So bring the number part together and keep the matrix together. So now what you get from that? So we get here 1 upon 10. Are you getting this step, children? How I get 1 by 10 here? It's just bringing the number part. See, this 3 is in the matrix form. So keep the matrix as it is. That is, just keep them together and bring the numbers together. So 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 5 gives you, it's 1, it's 10. So I get 1 by 10. Now keep the matrix. 0, 1, minus 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, minus 1, 3. So this is what I get. Now we have not completed our sums. Still we have our sums to go. Now let's see, children. That is for sum number 12, we were having only 2 matrices. So just we multiplied directly. We know how to multiply for 2 matrices. So we just proceeded and we got the answer. But now here we are going to deal with 3 matrices. So let's see how to multiply with 3 matrices. So whenever you have 3 matrices and whenever you are going to perform the multiplication, what are you going to do is, you are going to take start from the last. That is, you're going to multiply the second and the third matrix first. And then you're going to, whatever answer you get from that answer, you're going to multiply the first matrix. And you will get the required answer. So this is equal to 1 upon 10. Keep the first matrix as it is because we are not going to multiply the first matrix. We are going to multiply the second and the third. So multiply and get the, actually this is order, okay? From left to right, you have to just, this is yes. From the last, that is 1, 2, 3. So start from 3 to 1. So 0, 1, minus 2, 1. Multiply and get the answer. Let's go, we can just do it directly. I hope that you are clear with the multiplication. So if you can go directly also, no problem. So 1 into 1, minus 1, 1 into 2, 1 into 3, 2 into 1, 2, 2 minus 1, minus 2. Second row, second column. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. So you get 1 minus 1, 2 plus 3, 2 minus 2, 4 plus 6. Simplify it further. 1 by 10, keep this as it is. That is 0, 1, minus 2, 1. This is 0, 5, 0, 10. So next thing is you are just going to multiply. Now we have here 2 matrix. So we know how to multiply 2 matrices. So let's proceed. I'll rub this part, children. So this is equal to 1 by 10. So first row, first column, 0 into 0, 0, 1 into 0, again 0, done. First row, second column, 0 into 5, 0, 1 into 10, that's 10. Next, second row and first column. So we get minus 2 into 0, it's 0, 1 into 0, it's 0. Next, second row and second columns, this row and this column. So minus 2 into 5, it's minus 10. Then plus 1 into 10. Plus 1 into 10 gives you 10. So what we have got here, it's 0 plus 0, 0 plus 10, 0 plus 0, minus 10 plus 10. So this is equal to 1 by 10, 0, 10, 0, this is 0, yes. So now let's divide by 10 or let's multiply by 1 by 10. So we can say in two manners. One is we can multiply by 1 by 10 or we can divide by 10. So what's your answer here? This is 0. 10 upon 10 gives you 1, 0, 0. So what's the required matrix? It's 0, 1, 0, 0. So write on the final step here. Therefore, required matrix. What was the thing that, what was the unknown matrix? The unknown matrix was X, yes. So required matrix X is equal to, do not get confused, this is capital X, is equal to 0, 1, 0, 0. So we have done our sum number 13. The sum was very simple. So just the steps are a little lengthier, but the sum is very simple. The steps are very easy. So go step by step and just go with the sum. Complete your sum. Okay, I hope you have taken down 13 sum. Now listen to me carefully, children. Now sum number 14 will be your homework. You have to try out the 14th sum. So you have to find A inverse, and you know how to find A inverse for 3 by 3 matrix. Yes, children? So already we have done it in the second sum. Exercise 1.1, that is in second sum, we have done how to find the inverse. So just follow that method and try to get the answer. So just you have to, they have given you what is the answer. They have given you, so just you have to show that is LHS is equal to RHS. So try to complete that sum. So sum number 14 will be your homework, And one more thing is, you have to go to exercise, take exercise 1.8, that is in page, find out page. From exercise 1.8, you have to complete some number. That is, it's a multiple choice questions. So you have to take, that is from 1 to 17. So how to write the answer? You will be taking the question. You just put a small line over there and you go with the answer. No need to write the option. No need to write A, B, C, D values over there. Just write the question and write the answer directly. So from sum number 1 to sum number 4. Oh, that's what? 17. Till 17 you have to write. It's in page 48. So page 48, exercise 1.8, sum number 1 to 17. It's 48 and 49. So today's work will be, I'm just mentioning the homework here. Take down the homework. Do not get confused with your homeworks, okay? So be careful with the homeworks. Note down your homework questions carefully. So from exercise 1.1, that's sum number 14, yes? No, yeah, 14. 14 will be your homework. This is sum number 14 is your homework. And second thing is exercise 1.8, multiple choice question 1 to 17. That is how to write. I already have told you how to do with 1.8. Write the question and the answer directly. No need to write all the options and no need to tick anything over there. So just write the question and the answer for second subpart. So these two questions is your homework. So just take it down. Note down your homework, children. You have to submit your homework the day itself. So this is very, very important part. So do it. I hope that sums will be clear to you. Multiple choice questions. You read the question carefully. Try to apply the formulas. Try to use the properties and try to get the answer. Okay. Now let's start with the last sum from exercise 1.1. Write down the question. The question is a bigger question. So do not skip the question. You have to take down the question. Take down the question. Decrypt the received encoded message 2 minus 3 24 with the inscription matrix -1 2 1 and the decryption matrix as its inverse, where the system of codes are described by the numbers 1 to 26 to the letters A to Z respectively and the number 0 to a blank space. Copy down the question. Do not miss the question. You have to take the question and the answer. So whenever you are submitting your homework, question and the answer, so that when you prepare for your exams or whenever you prepare for any test, it will be easy to refer. So we cannot take the textbook separately and the notebook separately. So we can have a pack of question and answer with us. So coming to the last sum of exercise 1.1. So let's see what is given to us from the question. So we have two matrices over here. One is inscription matrix and one is decryption matrix. Now, before we go to the sum, please come to page 14. Come to page 14. Okay. Now, just see in page 14, we have a heading, Application of Matrices to Cryptography. So, we have studied about cryptography in our 10th standard, if you remember that. Otherwise, just have a small glance. What is cryptography? Now, cryptography is nothing. It's just a way of, it's a secret way of or we can say it's a secret way of communicating using codes. Okay, just using some codes. So I and you, suppose we two are talking, then we have some codes. So with the help of codes, we'll be talking. So the third person doesn't come to know what we are talking. So cryptography in simple is a secret way of communicating using codes, which cannot be known by others. See, the definition is given in the second line. Cryptography is an art of communication between two people by keeping the information not known to others. So it's a way of communicating between two people, and the third person will be not knowing that what you are communicating. Okay, so now what this cryptography depends on? Now cryptography it's based on two factors. One is encryption and one is, so these are the factors, okay, I'll just mention here cryptography factors. One is encryption and one is decryption. Decryption. Let's read it. What are the two factors it depends on? One is encryption and one is decryption. Now see the fourth line, we have the definition for encryption over there. Encryption means the process of transformation of an information into unreadable form. That is, encryption is the message will be in coded form. Message in coded form. That is, I don't know. I'll be not knowing what is the message. So if the message is in coded form, that is called as encryption. And what is decryption? Decryption means the transformation of the coded message back into the original form. Okay, so this is the original message. What was the message that we come to know? So we know the message. Suppose a message was there. So suppose we have a message, help me something. Okay. So here we have something coded form. Like you'll say, some code will be there. Okay. Here. So this is a coded. So coded. Coded is the encryption. The answer, that is the original message, is the decryption. So are you getting? So let's see once again what is cryptography. Cryptography is a way, or it's a secret way of communicating using codes. And what are the two factors that cryptography depends on? One is encryption and one is decryption. Encryption is that is the message in the coded form, and decryption is the original message. So now let's continue with sum number 15. I hope you have taken down sum number 15. So let's write down what is given and let's go for the answer part. You can just have these points in your classwork so that it is easy. So suppose if any one word or any fill-ups is being asked, you can try to answer it. This doesn't stop in your class level children. So whenever you go out for any job, whenever you go for any aptitude test, this type of questions are very, very useful for you. So just whenever you study anything, just don't think that it is limited to only 12th standard. When you go out of your class, when you go out of your school life, that particular thing will be useful to you. So when that words are used, you'll be very clear. You will not get any confusion. So be clear. So whenever you are in class, concentrate your class. You have to just apply your knowledge, not only in your class level, but all in your life. Wherever you go for your job, everywhere it will be useful to you. So just take down these points. Okay, let's start with the sum. Let's complete our exercise 1.1. So just we are crossing our first level, yes children. So from 3 days, so this is the 4th day, we are going to complete our exercise 1.1. So now we have been given with inscription matrix. So let's write down here. Sum number 15, yes. Inscription. Inscription matrix is equal to. Encryption matrix is equal to -1, 2, 1. Okay. Now go for the next line. See, they have given you decryption matrix as its inverse. So now what's decryption? Decryption is equal to, okay, just include over here. I'm just writing here A because again and again I cannot write down this. So just take the encryption matrix as A. So decryption matrix is equal to A inverse, which is equal to -1, 2, 1 inverse. So now you know how to go for the inverse step. Yes, children? So let's see. It's a 2 by 2 matrices. So we can follow the step. What's the formula? 1 upon, yes, AD minus BC. A and D gets interchanged. B and C, we have to reverse the sign. That is, we have to change the sign. So this is equal to. So you can have a formula. You just write down the formula so that you will not get confused. You will not have any confusion. You can just go with the answer clearly. So 1 upon AD minus BC, interchange A and D. So it becomes DA, B and C. Change the sign. So this is equal to 1 upon AD. What is AD? Minus 1 into 1. That's -1. Main sign is minus. BC. BC. 2 into -1 gives you -2. So this is equal to -2. A and D gets interchange. Interchange, I get 1 minus 1. Change the sign of B and C. So this is 1 minus 2. So let's solve -1 minus -2. It's -1 minus -2. This is, see, I'll solve over here. -1 minus -2. So you people make mistake, mostly in the integer part. Yes, so be careful with the integers. Now you have come to 12th standard, so you have to be very thorough with the integer part. So now we have your minus together still, yes. So this becomes -1 plus 2. So now minus plus gives you minus. So 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Sign of the bigger number, it's plus. So the answer is +1. See here, just do not get confused. This is minus, so this minus is alone. But here we have two minus. So when we have two signs together, we have to make it as a single sign. So minus turn to be plus. So -1 plus 2. So now when you solve this, when you simplify it, you get the answer as 1. So this is 1 upon 1. So 1 upon 1 is 1. So no need to mention over here. So directly we get the answer 1, 1, -2, -1. It's 1 upon 1. So it vanishes, yes. So I get 1, 1, -2, -1. Okay, so we have found the decryption matrix. We got decryption matrix from the inverse of encryption matrix. It was mentioned in the question, that is, we have to take decryption matrix as the inverse, as its inverse. So we are going to take the inverse of encryption matrix. Okay, now let's go for the next step. So what's the next step here? For the next step, you can just have a small glance. You can just see your page 15. In the page 15, see, they have given you a method over there. So we have that type of sum. Okay, so just you have to follow page number 50. So your heading will be coded row matrix, decoding matrix, and decoded row matrix. So this is same one solved example. They have given you one type, the same type of sum. So just we can follow that step and we can continue our sum. So you write down the step. After finding decryption matrix, mention here, give proper spacings. Okay, children. So coded row matrix, decoding matrix, and one more, decoded row matrix. Yeah, it's decoded row matrix. Okay, so let's see how to write our answer. So now in the coded row matrix, you are being given with two messages. Decrypt the received encoded message to -3, 24. So that's what you will be writing in coded row matrix. So just mention here. First one, I'll just take the first row matrix. Okay, so 2 minus 3. And what is the decoding matrix? That's our decryption matrix. You have to take this matrix. So this is 1. 1, give proper spacing so that you should not get confused. This is a row matrix. So we write over here, it's 1, 1, -2, -1. So now we have to find the matrix multiplication, that's all. So let's see how to multiply. It's 2 into 1, 2, minus 3 into minus 2, it's plus 6. So you get here 2 minus 3 into minus 2, so plus 6. First element, again the first row and the second column. So 2 into 1, it's 2, minus 3 into minus 1, that's plus 3. So I'll just complete this line, okay children. So I get here 8 and 5. So I have decoded the first row. That was, what was the code? It was 2 minus 3. So I have decoded it as 8, 5. Now let's go for the next one. It's 24. What's the next row matrix? 24. And you have to take the same decoding matrix. That's 1, 1, minus 2, minus 1. So this is equal to 20 minus 8. 20 minus 8. Again 20 minus 4. So what do you get children? It's 12, it's 16. So 12, 16. So I have decoded the coded row matrix. So 2 minus 3 is being decoded as 8, 5. And what's the next thing? 24 is decoded as 12, 16. So we have decoded the matrix. Now let's see the next step that what we are going to do. Where the system of codes are described by numbers 1 to 26 to the letters A to Z. So A to Z stands for the numbers 1 to 26. And if there's a blank space, suppose if you have to leave any blank space, what's the number you will be getting over there? 0. So remember, suppose A to Z, you're just going on saying A to Z, na? A, B, C, D, E, F, and so. So you have the numbers here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. The Z is for 26. And suppose I have a number here 0. So what does 0 represent? It represents a blank space. Just you have to leave a space for that particular value. So now let's see what are the numbers that 8, 5, 12, 16 stands for. And let's see what's the message we get from this. Okay, just tell me what is 8? What is the respective alphabet for 8 children? Yeah, it's H. E, F, G, H. Yes, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here it's H. 5, the corresponding alphabet is E. 12, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So the corresponding alphabet for 12, it's L. Corresponding alphabet for 16 is, it's P. So what is the message we get over here? So the message is help. The question was decrypt the received encoded matrix. So what's the message? So the required message is H-E-L-P. Do not use small letters. You have to use only the capital letters. So we have completed with our exercise 1.1. And what was the homework part for you? The homework was sum number 14. And also you have to complete multiple choice questions. That is from 1 to 17 from exercise 1.8. Only the question and the answer. No need to write the choices. I hope today's work is clear to you. So go on preparing with your sums. We may have a surprise test. So you have to be ready with your works.